Hello and welcome to my new series to go along with Alice Madness Returns. This is Risk of Rain. It's a rogue light game in the sense that it's permadeath and you have character unlocks, and it's not turn-based like a roguelike game. It's different. The only kind of thing that aligns these kind of games is that they have that permadeath. FTL's just come out. That's another permadeath game. And instead of playing that like everyone else, I thought, why not play Risk of Rain? I was going to wait until Risk of Rain is getting an update. And I was going to wait until that, but the update just hasn't come out over and over again. So instead, I decided, let's just start now. When the update comes out, we can talk about that. I was like planning on going through and maybe either starting a new account, but then you'd have to see me play one character for ages and ages and ages. And the other thing I was thinking of, I was unlocking everything on easy, and then like all the achievements you can on easy, and then going it from there. What I'll do for this episode is we'll play through and I'll show you some basic gameplay, and after that I'll either wipe it, I'll see how it goes. If people are interested, what I might do is wipe it. We'll start from the beginning and I'll show you the general progression of the game. I wanted to just show you, because once I delete it, it's more or less permanent. I can save the saves, but I wanted to kind of show you like what the game was, how it works, and then we will go from there. That sounds like a good idea to me. So, what exactly? You're looking at this and you're like, this looks interesting, but what is it? Before we get in, basically this item log shows you everything that you've unlocked, which is like these grey ones or the black, and everything that you've collected while in medium or hard mode, or normal or hard. When it's collected it comes up here and it tells you how to get it. If it's a thing you have to get. Some of these are locked, which means I haven't completed them yet. And some of these I just haven't found the item in medium. And then once you've unlocked these, you can then get these on any game, on any character. You can play it online or in multiplayer, but I don't have anyone playing at the minute. As you can see, I've mostly played with the Acrid. That's my favourite character. Then Commando just at the start. I did have another account before this, but then when I upgraded my computer, that kind of went to pot. So normally when you start the game, you can just play the Commando. He's like the basic class. Each class has 4 skills which get upgraded as you level up. I've unlocked a few of the classes. I haven't unlocked all of them. One of the classes you can only unlock... Oh wait, actually... Let me just show you this quick. The monster log I didn't show you. This, when you play on medium and you kill a creature, you have a chance for it to drop a monster log. Once you get a number of these monster logs, you can unlock the hunter character. But you can only get these drop on medium or hard mode. So you can see you've got the drizzle, which is the easiest, but as it says, progression is not safe. That's item pickups, and you don't get monster logs. Rainstorm is the normal game, and Monsoon is really hard. There's like, you get more damaging enemies and they have items like from the start. I'm gonna play on Drizzle to start with, and we'll see. Actually, we'll play on just normal. You may have seen one of my other videos where I played this. I played Risk of Rain upside down, which most people probably wouldn't have seen. So, but if you want to watch that, I'll put a link in the description. That is not where I wanted to go. I do realise that this is a game where I'm going to be hitting the key a lot, but I'm going to try and like hit less than the Powerpuff Girls. So if you're wondering, that's why the Powerpuff Girls video hasn't come out, because of my mechanical keyboard. So as you can see in the top left hand corner, as I kill enemies I get money. I can use these to purchase these different things, or at the end of the level, you can't take money onto the next level, but your money gets turned into an amount of XP, which can be good. XP, when you level up, you heal. There is one item that does an effect on level up, so you can also trigger that. which is kind of cool. Although it will trigger in the level that you leave, so it's not always necessarily good to like level up as you leave. You can open these canisters, which will give you some money and XP. Money and XP always fly to you, so you don't have to worry about leaving them behind. The idea is that you're on a number of levels, a bit like Binding of Isaac, but instead of finding the way down, you are finding the teleporter to the next level. When you find the teleporter to the next level, you activate it, and there is a timer that starts. When the timer starts, the game spawns enemies, and when the timer's over, all enemy spawns will be stopped, and there will also be a boss when you activate the timer. Once you kill the boss and all the enemies in the level, which is why I'm still killing these guys while trying to run. Once you kill all the enemies in the level, you can then progress through the teleporter to the next level. Once you work your way through a number of them, you can choose to continue and keep going, like keep farming, or go to the final level and try and defeat the boss. As you can see on the right hand side, there is a timer section. This timer section will that will go up as you play the game. It goes up quicker, like the sections are smaller depending on the difficulty you're playing on, so you've got more time in each like bracket on the easier difficulty, and the higher that is, the harder the enemies are to kill. So that's why you don't want to be hanging around in one area for too long. Items will help you out massively, some more than others depending on which character you're playing, but it is more or less random. So, alright, did I miss the teleporter somewhere? It's a bit like Binding of Isaac, where some runs you can have a really good run, and some runs you can have a really bad run. So for example, that I've got something that on hit I drop spikes which slow enemies, which is quite good for this character because I'm melee. Although it might be better for a ranged character because you get hit and then you can run away and they will be slowed and you can then shoot them. I also have, you might have seen when I hit enemies, they chunks of meat fly off and those chunks will heal me. I've also got this little bot which you pay money to revive. They float around and they will take damage like you. You can get an item to heal them, and they do seem to have a little bit of healing over time, but they also will still be weakened and eventually go kaput. There's the teleporter. So this is actually quite bad because we're nearly on the second section already. Helps if I press the right button there. And there's many different tactics depending on what boss you have. Some bosses are much easier than others. I think this is one of the easier bosses, at least one of the easy initial bosses. It really does depend on what character you are playing. He does no damage to you where you are standing next to him. His only damage is his thing that he shoots out. However, obviously his friends will do damage to you when you are standing next to them. There you go, and he will drop an item. You can see reducing the damage. That's quite cool, and that will enable us to get the boss. You get this chest. You have smaller chests and the double chests. The double chests have a high chance of giving you a green or above item. Green items are generally better, but not always. They're slightly more powerful normally. They might not necessarily be good for your character. And as you can see, instead of like Binding of Isaac where it would be a visual effect on your character, it's a visual effect above. So there's one which is a shield that after getting hit 6 times you then get healed. So with that, there's 6 dots around you, which you fill up as you get hit to show, like, give you a visual indication. And then once that's full, it will then like glow around you to show that you're invincible, which is really quite cool. And then at the end you can see remaining enemies and it will give you a little pointer. If they have like this white bar around them, it means they're a slightly harder enemy to kill, and then on later levels those types of enemies will also gain items and abilities that they can use. Some that you'll get like similar abilities, but they don't drop items unless you get an item that makes them drop items. There's a 56 or something leaf clover that does that. Unfortunately, we're also a bit unlucky here. Look how much gold I've got. I get lots of XP, but items are generally better. Don't think there was anything there, no. However, it's even better, unless there was like a chest right here, it's even better to get straight on the teleporter. I don't think there is a chest, no. And to get up, because we don't want to waste too much time over there. People play it different ways. And then you can see there I gain a small amount of XP. And then I'm on 0. The levels are quite varied, but once you get to know them, they're generally the same. When you know, you also get to know what items are good by looking at them. For example, orange items are use items, it says use there. This is a bouncing brain, but you can only hold one at a time, so generally it's not a good idea to pick these up. And then the piggy bank is extra gold on drops. So at the early game, I'd like level 2 to level 3, 1 to level 3, I'd get the piggy bank. Otherwise I'd probably get the question mark. But right now it's worth moving on. It's not, unless there was some really good item that was cheap, it's always worth moving on generally. So you're already nearly at the 8-minute mark there. Oh, that's lucky. Teleporter there. You can see the little, as I get hit, the spikes come up. Okay, this is my least favourite boss, that's for certain. Because, however, we do have drones, so we might be able to. Sometimes it bugs out like that and shows him being. Drones are actually generally not very good for this character because you tend to get in close, and the enemies obviously hurt you when you touch them, a lot of them, as well as when they attack. So your bots will end up getting hurt. There is a character that's unlocked when you use like 40 bots, I think it is, across all playthroughs. So that's generally. I prefer this game to Binding of Isaac because everything feels more like fair, and it's a lot of more, seems to be like there's a lot more skill. There's generally not much like, oh, here you're in a room, you can't get out, you're in a big area and you're fighting, and you know you can prepare yourself. Also, one of the things I don't like about Binding of Isaac, once you've picked up an item, it will tell you what it does very briefly, but then it will not repeat that, and you can't look at that again ever. I'm actually on really low health here. That was not a good idea. I'm going to try and escape. See, my health regen is really low right now, so it would almost be worth me getting that, but I think if we survive this. Oh, we just have enough gold to get this. Oh, what's this? Chance to fear enemies when attacked. Oh, this is really funny. This is a really cool effect. There's like a jack in the box. Flies out. Okay. Yeah, like that. That's quite cool. Is that going to be our death? No, we just avoided death there. Okay, these here, we haven't actually looked at these. These are shrines. When you activate them, they have a chance to give you an item, and there is an item that whenever you fail to activate one, you get more crit damage, and you can do that like up to like 6 times, I think it is. And if you then you get loads of crit damage, so you don't want to activate a shrine then. Okay, come. This guy does seem to have a bug where it says that there's 20 more enemies when he's alive. This is a really nice, Toxic Centipede is really nice for this character, and I think it's actually an unlock for doing X stuff with the character. But what it does is infects anyone you're near with this kind of poison, and of course I'm a close combat character, so it's really useful. Now I don't have lots of like cash, so that's not so. Oh, there are like hidden things like that. It's like, oh, you can climb up there. No, you actually can't. We want to get out here, preferably if we can get out here before 12 minutes. That would be the best course of action. It's also like approximating. It's like, can I leave this enemy there? Will it die? And also you do take full damage, so it's something to watch out for. I don't know, I don't think that's my robot, is it? Yeah, it might have been. But mine was more expensive than that. As you can see, like, your robot will die and it will get more expensive. So if there's like robots on the level, you might want to get them. Obviously those more expensive robots that we saw, that one was like 320. That one's much better than these robots. But sometimes it's better to have something now than it is to wait and be dead. Okay, we've got a load of mushrooms. The abilities on this guy I'll go over briefly. Your 1 is just your basic attack. It also does some poison damage. Your 2 is a knockback. Your 3 makes you go faster and lays a trail, which poisons and you go faster over. And your 3 shoots out, let's pick up this chest, shoots out a bolt which will latch on to enemies. And then will do damage over time, and then will latch onto another enemy. You can do that to like kill a load of enemies. Let's just run. Obviously, like, you've got to think of the most efficient way of doing abilities. For example, the path. I don't think there's a chest over here. No, not in close vicinity. For example, the path you want to use over a big area, but you also say I wanted to go like back that way. I might use the path to carry me over to here to then go back. For now, I want to actually check up here. As you can see, there's quite a lot of variety on enemies. There is some enemies that fit more on certain levels. Like there's giant snails on this level that kind of fit more in with this level. We'll just see how long this run lasts. The level variety is enough, I feel, but it will be good when they add their new system. I won't talk about the new update now because it might not ever come out. We need to actually, if you hold up or jump while you're on a teleporter, it jumps you for more. So that's something to bear in mind, I think. I'm going to just shoot that over, because I'm probably going to have to come back this way. You can see where that's where I came through the old teleporter. This is where it's good to have those bots, because I can like run away and my bots can do all the damage. Okay, let's move fast. If you fall down off the edge, you will just respawn. If a enemy falls off the edge, they will die, and there's an achievement for, or an unlock for knocking like 40 of a certain thing off the edge. You can get certain things that give you more knockback, but that is a hard achievement to get. Okay, let's get up. Let's get up. Get this. Okay, so we're gonna probably want to come back this way. Oh no, here's the teleporter. Okay, I'll lean that off on him. This guy like summons loads of imps and does loads of damage, so he's one to watch out for. However, we have poisoned them. Attack speed's really good on this character, if you hadn't noticed. I'm really glad we got that. Certain items can be like the equivalent of, I guess, a green item. If they're... oh, a log. I need more of them. If they're used on certain characters. But obviously in the same token, greens can be rubbish on certain characters. Let's just open these canisters before we go up. Do I want that robot? It's another attack drone. Let's get it anyway. Yeah, these are these kind of like snail-like creatures here. You can hear all the different sounds from the different things. You can see those spikes there slowing that guy. The effects are like really small, but they're big enough that they're also big enough that they show off what they do. All the damage. Right, hopefully something will die and I'll get a bit more gold and I can show you this here. Okay, so this shrine you activate and it kind of cycles through, and then you get to kind of pick, but you have to be super quick to actually pick. It would be better if it was on a slightly bigger delay. We're going to get extra gold now, so we're getting gold over time from the piggy bank and then extra gold from that. I've had at the end level sometimes the extra gold from mobs. Oh, I died there. That was a bit silly on my part. The extra gold from mobs like dropped right at the end, like just when I'm about to fight the boss. It's like, that's not helpful. And then at the end, it tells you if you've unlocked any new stuff. It gives you a general points, your level, the time that it's on, and you can actually, you can actually see, you can still jump. You can't move, but you can still jump. And you can see how many bosses you've killed, items you've got, gold, etc. purchases, what your total is, whether it's a new record. You get points for like different things. So sometimes you might complete the game, but you'll get less score. So if we can go back to the menu, you can see we've now got this new log for the Clayman. Shows you some really nice art. I really like. Okay. Anyway, I really like the art. So now we've got another one of them. You can also look at the scores. I've got 46% of the game completed on this character. Here we go. You can see some of these are like unlock a character here for a commando. Activate the third teleporter without getting hurt once as the commander. For this character you have to collect 15 monster logs. Clear a path for the survivor. And then beat the game 5 times. So, you know, we're on our way on this account and this like save to finish here, I think. So yeah, I think that is a good place to end this video. We're on a good time. Let me know if you liked this video. I'm thinking that what I'll do is I'll find actually where the official save file is, put that in a safe place, and then we will start anew with the commando, and we will work from there. And I can go through like the skills of the commando and each character as we then unlock them. We'll probably start at normal difficulty, the lower difficulty, but it depends how I feel. And we will kind of mix and match from there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.